One nih. KW one nih.
Udah
di. Yeah.
RBK is your big plug. Biggest plug in the
biggest plug. What is the meaning of biggest plug?
Biggest plug. I mean.
Biggest plug. I hope. I wish.
It's the biggest plug for dreadlocks.
For the talks. Yeah.
I've not seen the best ever.
I think one of the dread maker there is a people better than me. I think.
I don't know. I've not.
But
seen,
me so much better.
I've not seen anyone.
Yeah, because the different like me do international.
Yeah. Me do intercontinental. You do everything. You are versatile.
Yeah.
Because you cannot just you don't. See what trends in this kind of business is when you have a vast knowledge. When you can do African, you can do Afro, you can do anything. Yeah. That's what makes you.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I always conversation with my friend from around of Asia who dread maker and around of the world.
I love what you're doing. I love what you're doing. The way you move around and tangle.
Thank you.
Then makes you gain more experience.
Like, but sometimes one of them like complain to me, but complain after 3 days like 1 week like that.
You don't see. You're not looking. The thing I understand, you're not looking beyond what you're seeing now. You're just believing in what you're seeing now. But with time, you know what you've got.
Yeah. Time will
tell when you've got you have everything you need now. You have the talent, you have the knowledge, you have all you just need is sit down, set up your scheme.
Yeah.
You understand? And you see how you grow like mad.
Yeah. That's why.
All I need you to do is just focus and don't look at the.
Yeah, sometimes
don't look at the present. The challenges now.
Nah.
You understand? Don't look at the challenge. The challenges now makes you stronger. You understand? It makes you stronger. It builds.
My motivation.
It shapes you.
Yeah.
Shapes you. You understand? When you encounter, that's one thing. If you want to be a great man, don't chicken out don't just quit because you encounter challenges. When you encounter challenges, it helps to mold you. Like you see all these clay pots you see, all these ceramics you see, these beauty flower pots you see. Before they get to that beauty, that you see, before they form that beauty that you see, they have gone through so many processes, like picking them. They go through sedimentations, trying to settle down, lift the clay, separation, separate the stones from the clay. You understand? So you get a fine clay.
I got you.
They now go through the strain of the machine where you turn them and mold them into those shapes and apply water, make them smooth. You understand? They still go into tough oven to make them harden. To make them harden before it now appears to look those beautiful the way you see them. After when you've decorated them with whatever paint you like and everything, you see them looking beautiful. But then they've gone through so many processes to make them what it is. That's just simple philosophy about.
But
you need to be constant because if you chicken out, let's say if clay is a human being. Maybe during that process of sedimentation or during that process of separation of or that process of heating, when you put it, you concentrate it to much heat to make it harden. That time, if it's human being, you will say, oh no, this stress is too much on me, I'm quitting already, because the heatness of the sun, the heatness of the hot humidity of the place that you're fixed in makes you quit. It's going to make you quit because you say, no, I can't take this anymore. But when you have that patience, you are going to automatically appear. You attain that goal, that standard where everybody will want to relate to you. Everybody will want to Everybody will want to be like you. Because then you would have brought out that beauty in you.
But it's
everything I've done so many business back in Africa before I come to Indonesia. And I understand one thing I understand about my business. When I started my business initially, I did event planning and all those things. I learned it because how I eventually did, I just had some money, I had some fun. I went to a company, I purchased seats. I went to technicians, I built canopies and all those stuffs. And I was like, I want.
You mean rupiah? No rupees?
No, not in here, not in Indonesia.
Oh yeah,
yeah. When I started the business, I wanted to just run a rental business, you know, whereby when you want to do occasion, I come, I supply you with canopies and seats and provide you with some other.
I think it's like
I just started small then, but then I was, while starting the business, I was like, I'm not going to make this because the challenge there. I saw some other. There's one man who have established a big business beside my shop. The man was boosting. He had connections with politicians. You know, they give him contracts to do. So, but then I was like, I said, how am I ever going to grow like this man? Then it was
so can you give me advice to
no,
make
I'm telling you stories that will help you.
Yeah, I know.
So then I was like, okay, I want to see if I can just try to merge up with him. So I went to him, I met him, I said, sir, I just I just opened this kind of your business, you understand? I have canopies, I have seats, but I don't have the contacts, I don't have people
you don't have
to patronize me, you understand?
Yeah.
So I want to talk to your company. If you have, maybe you have work and you need more canopies and you come and take from me, I'll give you a discount. So that my product can go out there in the market, so that people will see what I have.
It's a marketing.
So he started doing that. So he got one job. That he couldn't meet up with because he had some other events. So he now asked me to take over the job. Then I have all the things, the materials they needed. So I myself, I supplied the thing, and the kind of service I rendered to those people. It was that was a kind of a political rally. You understand? So I made the supply, and the kind of service I gave them, because I have boys who are working for me, I pay them, even though I don't earn that money. I don't earn enough money, but I make sure I pay them, because each time I call them to come and work for me, they always come. So I make sure, even if I don't have money, I put deep hand in my own pocket and I pay them. So that anytime you call them,
I'm true.
My plan, I'm not looking at my states at that point. I know I have dream where I'm going. I just want to maintain my standard there. That is why I just try to keep those guys. I strain myself, I sacrifice, and I depend my I pay them. But that one job I did for that political rally, that job boosted me. From there I got so many contacts. From there I got a contact of the chairman of the political party who hosted that event, because he saw the kind of service. I came on time, my boss came on time, and we delivered on time. We set the whole stop and every other thing. Do you understand? Then I went for him for payment. He paid to me because I was the one to collect the money and remit to the man. Then from there he would now give me my own cut. So I went to him, and how politely I greeted him and how I exchanged words with him. The communication we had there made him like me. So he took my contact. And he asked me,
I did it before.
He asked me if I'm working with it. I said no, I'm attached company to this man. He now said, where do I have my office? I told him. You understand? He said from henceforth, he wants me to be the one who takes care of the missing that they normally have every week. So from there I started growing. He gave me that contract to supply them of some certain amount of canopies and seats.
Yeah, sometimes confused.
So I started working like that, just more like that. I started growing my business. Till I extend. I had to open another branch. You understand? From what I was getting from him. Then the man now started seeing maybe he started thinking maybe I did some jazz, you know, like in the juju.
Honestly.
Yeah, he thought I did some black magic to take his customers from him. But he didn't know what gave me the link was my humbleness, because I wasn't looking at the money he was giving me. I know he was giving me less. He will charge one double canopy for 5,000 naira. Then in
5,000 naira is
African money.
50 money.
Yeah. But he will give me 1,500, and he will take 3,500.
3,500.
But I was the one that had the materials. But I wasn't looking at all those things. I wasn't looking at all those. I knew he was doing all, but I wasn't looking at I was just trying to learn the business because I am new. I don't have the knowledge. I was just trying to learn
like
the business.
me, I'm new in business.
You understand?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But when I learned the business, and with the help of that contact I got with that politician, he started giving me work. Then at that time I was telling you I was in my school, I was in my high institution, I was in my university, and I was working also with the state government there.
Yeah, you can.
And I was still running that business there. So I had little time for myself, but I was concentrating all my effort and my energy to those things that gave me money to sponsor my education and take care of my family. Those are my priorities, and that's how I built myself. From there I started growing.
So give me a first one.
So from there I started
one thing.
So that's why I told you the only advice I can give you is to be constant with what you do.
Constant, yeah.
You are my plug. You know how I met you? I just looked you up online. I never called you, and nobody suggested you.
I looked
you up online. And
nobody tell you. Nobody tell you
about me. I came to your house.
Yeah, you came to my house and you paid
me
like
so surprised. You were so surprised. You're like, who directed me? Like, God, what? But I know what I want. When I searched online, I saw many plugs. I saw many persons. Like that guy you working with now, the Indonesian, the other guy that big names. The first time, I saw him. I saw many other persons. But there's reason why I went to you, because when I looked at your profile. I saw the works you've done and the works other persons have done. And what I was looking for is somebody who I know I have clean. I know my caps are clean. My scalps. My scalps are clean. I was just looking for somebody who can make my hair and
line was visible. Visible,
give me a visible line. I saw the dress order these, and I saw the work you did. I saw like 2 or 3 works you did. And I said, no, I'm going to meet this guy. He has the kind of the test I need.
Somewhat things.
That's why I said I must come to you. I just asked for direction. I said the direction I saw in your page can link me to your. You say yes. I booked Grab. I came to your house.
Yeah.
And you were like surprised. I know.
Because you're rich man, big man. Yeah. You pay me so much. You pay me a lot, can?
Yes, I didn't.
Oh my God.
You know, then I know I paid you that, but I wasn't minding the money.
I know.
What gave me joy is that you gave me the treat I needed.
I know what you did, feel me, and I know.
I wasn't disappointed because all those stress I took to come to your place, I wasn't disappointed because I got what I needed. So I was so happy. If you saw the mood I was going.
Me too. When you happy, me happy too because you happy with my work. Yes, thank you.
The only thing you need to know about business is try to be constant.
Yeah, it's constant, but
once
it's not easy.
Once you know you have the good quality, don't try to compromise. Like I told you, like the advice I gave you last week. Don't compromise because maybe you are in need or you are in pressing need or you want to do. Have that your standard. If it's not going to work for you, say no. This is not for me.
I still don't have standard.
Because see, you know what brings about the challenge that false business, maybe a business you're trying to do, is when you begin to compromise because of some certain conditions. You begin to compromise your standard because maybe like for me back then, what I learned, when that man gave me that contract of supplying him seats and canopy that was enough for me because I know it covered what I normally get over the weekend if I do other works. Do you understand? But this is now constant. The money was now coming constant, but I maintained my standard. When he came to me and asked me how much I told you the man normally collects for like double canopy. The man normally collect 5,000. But me there, I stick to my 3,000. But because I'm attached to him, he told me that it's going to be 50-50. That's why he said if he's going to take my stuffs, he's going to give me half cut, which is 1,500. But I was good with it because I had the product already. I'm not putting much effort. Just my product will go out and come back, and I'll have my money.
And you got your profit.
I have my profit. So I wasn't really bothered about that. But what I wanted to make, I wanted to maintain that standard and learn the business. That is why I I was constant, even though I wasn't making the money then, but I was constant, and from that constantness I got some contacts.
So the one more is constant.
Stepping stone. You need to be constant. When you once you're constant and people knows your test, maybe
okay, I will.
Somebody can say this guy, he charges much, or he doesn't compromise. When he tells you price, he doesn't compromise. He doesn't bargain price. He doesn't step down from his price. He just tells you price and he sticks to it. That is your that should be your standard.
Yeah.
If you know, all you need to know is you calculate the tears and wears of your business. You try to be rational. Try to consider your clients. You understand what they can afford, and the energy you're putting in, the materials you're putting in your work. Just try to be rational. You understand? Don't try to hide your price in the way it's going to scare your customer.
Oh yeah.
Just
I know.
Maybe I'm going to buy gel. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy this.
Yeah, I have standard price. Yeah,
and I'm going to it's going to take me like 2 hours, and I know 2 hours of my time is going to cost me like so amount of money. You maintain that standard. If it's
like standard, yeah. If for the time, if 2 hours is 1 hour is 250, so 2 hours is 500, like that.
Just like that, you maintain your standard like that.
Okay.
Once you have that standard, if somebody comes and say, "Oh, I just want to make maybe,"
I have standard. I have standard price on my Google, but
see, bro, because I'm going to come to you. I'm spending transport. You've checked your
transport.
You've checked your all the logistics need to come together, and you have your this thing. You have your
okay, thank you.
Okay, you just have your. All you need is constantness. That constantness is what you need in your business.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brown.
That's just
my big man.
Build you.
Yeah, thank you.